on out there. Welcome everybody who's watching the instant replay. We're doing this as a live show today, just setting up. So if you're scrolling and you're seeing the replay, a couple days, months, years down the road, we're just getting set. We're doing a lot of baking today. We'll make sure that the camera angle is good on everything and that comments are on. Be able to get baking. Make sure this is working so I can see everything. Looks good. Looks good there. Okay, everything seems to be working. We're going to give it a few minutes here. Let that live stream go out. We're going to start getting things set wherever possible. Take the apron down since we're baking. We're doing a lot today. We've already done a lot today. It's what, just after noon here Eastern time, and so far today, that's a little crooked there. I don't know if that new tripod, new ring light, if it's going to stay straight for us. Okay. So far, what have we done today? We finished off the brownies, making them, not eating them. Bagels are prepped. The dough is anyways. It's been rising for the last 90 to 100 minutes, so that's good. So we're going to be doing a lot. These are the brownies. I've got them wrapped up. I'm going to give them another chop, but if we could unwrap them, we finish these. These are chocolate fudge brownies with chunks. You can see it from here. Let me move that one. Chunks of peanut butter cups in there. Check those out. That recipe's on the channel. And I tried one. They're worth it. They're worth it. If you like chocolate, you like fudge, and you like peanut butter, winning combination. Winning combination. I've got the water boiling as well for the bagels. That's our order of operations today. So let's get going here. I'm just going to do a quick wash of my hands. So at least I know when we start, we're clean. And also because I just ran my hand through my hair. So since I'm cooking and baking, we want to make sure that we're clean here. Let me see if I can bring that camera up a little bit closer here. A little bit better angle of exactly what we're doing. That might be better. Hopefully everybody can see that now. And we'll even angle down a little bit with this tripod and hope that it doesn't break. And if that's not in the center of the frame, everyone, just feel free. Let me know, okay? So we're going to start out with our cheesecake crust. We're going to get that in the oven. In fact, let's make sure we turn that on. So we're going to take out our dough. This is our bagel dough right here that's been rising. So that video, of course, on the channel, it's going to show up, I think, tomorrow or the next day once YouTube posts it. But that's our bagel dough. We're going to set that aside. It's nice. Feel the warmth of the oven. Take this out as well. We'll need that later. We'll turn that on. Get it going. Start. Water boiled. So we're good there too for the bagel. So we're going to get going on the crust for the cheesecake first. Get that baking. So I'm using today lemon Oreos. Is that upside down? Lemon flavor, lemon cream flavor for the crust. And I think I'll save some to put on top as well with cherry topping. This is bothering me that it's not staying straight for us for some reason. Hang on, let's see if we can fix that up there. Maybe it's me. I'm looking in and I'm crooked. I don't know. That might be okay. So anyways, lemon flavored Oreos. That's gonna be our crust. Let's make sure they didn't rip us off in the box here. Yeah, it looks like 36, so that's good. We've got to get our butter melted. So one thing I've learned making a cheesecake with an Oreo crust or cookie crust is not as much butter. Okay, not as much butter. I found that the crust falls, and even though I'm part baking here, it falls. So not as much butter. So normally I'd be using half a cup if I were using the crushed graham crumbs. So let's say there's a half right there. I'm just gonna line it up, and then the quarter is right there. So that way I know where I'm at. I think I'm gonna need a quarter plus a little bit. So let's go right about there. I'll melt that up. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on the microwave and power. Get that moving. And then I'm gonna set this aside. I'm not worried about having too little butter in there. I'm worried about having too much butter with that. I don't know, Just Fowl. I don't know. It's quite possible. Now I'm busting out the smaller one today, a little chopper as opposed to the food processor, because I haven't washed it yet. It's sitting right over there. So let's get this up. We might have to do this one in stages. Okay? And it doesn't take much in here. Lord James, we're in English today. Cassie, it could be. Just Fowl, you're on a roll already. I love people like you. Let's pop these in. So let's keep some aside. We'll keep the ones in the last one. They feel good, crunchy, not stale, not stale. So we'll do these in batches, okay? Butter's good. Let's set aside 2, 4, 6, 7, just in case we break one. Let's see if we can close that down. Might have to take 1 or 2 out. Made it. Doesn't take much, even in a small chopper. Check it out. It's good. See that? That's what they look like, all crushed up. So let's move that back into our bowl. Do another batch here. Mini chopper's good. We'll do a third batch too, so we don't overload. Second. Come on. There we go. And last one, or I should say last few, not one, but last batch. Animish, thank you. Appreciate you. Good. Excellent. Chopper. We're done with our chopper. Let's, you remember in the movie Stand By Me when he was saying chopper sick balls? These movie references pop up every so often to me. Okay. Chopper done right there. Get a little spoon-a-rooney. Let's see how this turned out. Yeah, those are good. See that? We've got a really good Oreo crumble. Lemon Oreo. Lemon Oreo for the crust, okay? Now, we'll get our melted butter. Solid melted butter. So I'm using a 1/4 cup melted butter, unsalted, plus a little bit. If somehow this is still too dry, I'll melt up a little bit more. But it should be like wet sand. We don't want it like mush. So a little bit drier and crumbly I'm okay with when using the Oreos like this. We've got a lot of, obviously, sugar content in the cookies, so the crust is going to be nice and sweet. Make sure everything's incorporated nicely. A little butter into the Oreo, can already smell it. So you do a little check here. See that? We've got wet sand. Nah, won't be too dry. How can you tell if it's too dry watching right there when I'm right in front of it doing it? I want to know. I want to know. Are you psychic? If you're psychic, hey, great. What are the lottery numbers? Using a bigger spring form. just like that. Let's tilt you down a little bit. Raise it up and tilt it down. That way you get a bird's eye view here of what's going on right in there. Okay, right about there. Let's see what we've got going on. Perfect timing. Oven's ready. So in goes that crust, the crumble. So we didn't need to add any sugar in there because the Oreos, the cookie, has enough in them already. Now, when we're using an Oreo crust like this, it's going to come out firmer than a typical cheesecake crust. I got it started off, and then I go to my trusty old little cup to start firming everything up. And if you start in the middle and then press out to the sides, we're able to get it up the side. Now, some like to take their crust almost to the top. Some take it all the way up to the top. Others say don't take any. I found a lot of people are enjoying my cheesecakes with a nice thick crust, so I won't go all the way up. I'm probably gonna go halfway up here. And it's gonna go in the oven at 350 for about 12 minutes. And then while it's in the oven, we're gonna start in on the bagels. Then we'll be able to let the crust cool, make the cheesecake batter after we pop the bagels in the oven. So once we think we're good in there, I'll go around the sides. You can start going with a spoon if you want to start firming it up a little bit. And once you do this enough, you start to understand what really works for you, whether it's a spoon or whether it's a cup. I've used my protein press in there before. No, David, I can't say that I have. Did you? I don't understand. I hope you're having a great Saturday doing that. Once we know we're good on the sides, then we're going to go and smooth everything out, firm it up in the corners and on top. Because right now, see, it's not too even, too level. Well, I want to get that as close as possible. So once I know that we're good to the level that I want all the way around, then we're going to kind of go through and firm it up around the sides too. Pretty good. Always start from the bottom here if you need to get that crust higher. It's usually thicker right in the corners. That, looking good. Take this one out. Now we can firm up the corners. Press it right in. If you feel like you need to use parchment paper in here, you can certainly do that as well when you're baking your cake. I find really good springform here, non-stick. So far, knock on wood, I haven't had any problems. So I'm just pressing it down in the corner to make sure we're as even as possible. And then I'm going to firm up on top, and then we'll go one more loop around the bottom to make sure everything's good and packed in. Good. Excellent there. Now around the top, just square this off a little bit. And you'll be able to see the layers afterwards, once it's baked anyways, of the crust, the cheesecake, and then the cherry topping, and possibly more Oreos and whipped cream. There, once that's good and I feel like I've got the height that I want, then I'm gonna go around like this, smooth and pack it. So we're packed, we're smooth, and then we'll firm up the bottom. Give it a nice little, as we say. Okay, hey Casey, if I'm mean, you don't need to be here. Beat it, my friend. Good, almost there. And I think I have my other cup I want to use as well. It's hiding somewhere to smooth that out, but if not, we'll be okay right here. Packed, smooth, good. You know what? I just can't look at your name anymore. Your name is just annoying. Bye. Jeez. I love the ones that are in here just putting just crazy comments. Like, why would you do that? Why would you waste your time in life? If you don't like something, don't be there. Just go somewhere else. Go do something else. Let the people who want to learn and watch enjoy in peace. Let's get you on an ice rink and see how good your trash talking is then with me, pal. It'll be hilarious to watch, actually. Okay, cheesecake crust. Done. Oreo, lemon, right there. In the oven. Where's our tray? We have our tray in there already. Perfect. In. I'm going to set a timer, 12 minutes. There you go. Timer. Good. So let's move our Oreos. We're done with our Oreos right now. We don't need them. Do a quick little wipe down right here. And then we're moving on to our bagels. Get those. All right. See how easy it is to get rid of people? Okay. Move all the stuff that we don't need so we're working in a good workspace. We're going to get our trusty old thing. We're using this one today, but I've already boiled up the water so it doesn't take as long. So that way you can see exactly what's going on. It's easier for me versus moving the camera if I use this one. So that's what we're going to do. On. Let's just rinse the hand fast. Make sure we've got some flour ready to go because we're on to our bagels. So now we'll get this camera angle squared away as well as best as possible. Move this over a tad, right about there. Okay. Let's see if we can adjust this down a little bit, give you a little bit better viewing angle. Okay. All right. Bring that up to the boil over there. Hey, sure. Thanks everybody who's watching. Thanks everybody who smashed the like button too. Fantastic of you to do that. This is a little far behind, so we're rocking now. We're on to our bagels. Let's move that right about there. Flour. Good. We'll need some honey. Honey for the money. And I know the honey's here somewhere. There it is. Found it. It's it's been in worse shape. Squish it around a little bit. Squish it around. Get our honey ready, okay? I want to make sure I'm able to see everything up there. Good. Okay, honey should be okay. Flour. We've got our egg. We'll need our egg. And we'll get that in the bowl. And I'm just going to give that a touch of water. Not too much. Teaspoon. Get that ready. So this egg wash to go on top of the bagel. Okay. This way it's all ready to go. Good. Egg ready. Let's get our brush. We'll need the brush. We're going to need everything bagel seasoning. And I believe I have some sesame in here as well somewhere. I have oregano leaves. We've got sesame somewhere. Bear with me here. They're hiding on us, but I know we've got sesame seed somewhere. We're going to find them. We're not going without sesame seed on the bagel. Classic. But we're having a little issue finding them right now. This is odd. They should have been right there. Pepper, oregano. Sesame seed is nowhere to be found right now. Huh. They were here. I swear we had sesame seed somewhere. We just have to check a little bit more thorough. Sage, cumin, paprika, my goodness. We're going after everything except the ones that we want here. My God. I've gone through everything. I haven't found them yet. I don't think they're on the top level. We may have to forego. Oh, found them. Found them. Whew. That was a lot of work to try to find these sesame seeds. Yeah, I doubt we're going to put uranium in there. How's that doing heat-wise? Good. Let's check out our dough, our bagel dough. I'm optimistic here that it turned out nice. Let's see. There it is. It smells nice. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I think we're good. Let's get a little bit of flour on that board. Not too much. We don't need too much. Let's just be gentle taking this out. Nice and slow. Good. Okay, so far so good on that dough. Let's just give it one little quick knead. Yep, it's nice. Feels like a good dough here. Now you can make the bagels whatever size you choose. That's a long one. I'm gonna try and read that. Yeah, pretzel, absolutely. And I want to get that right. Anouge, am I pronouncing that correctly? Anouge? Anu? Okay, so let's go in half first, roughly about there. Good, the dough's bouncing back nice. I like it. Okay, so if we want half right there, how many can we get out of this? If we go there, let's see that size. Let's go about there. I think we can get that into 3 equal sized balls. Yeah. Okay, so those are good pieces. So we'll have a dozen. We'll have a dozen bagels out of here. They may not all end up being the same size, but that happens. Let's go there, 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 there. Water behind me is good. So a little bit more flour. Yeah, certainly we'll try pretzels. So we're just gonna roll them. We're just gonna roll them. If you have to roll them like a meatball, roll them like a meatball too. Bagels, if they're not coming out perfect, it's okay. Call them rustic bagels, rustic baking. Yeah, that's a nice bowl. There. How's that water doing? Water boiling away. This one's hot, so we're good, we're good. Don't get those sticky. Good. Those joining live right now, welcome. Glad to have you. We've got the cheesecake crust in the oven already. It's baking. It has approximately 4 minutes to go. We've got our water ready over there. Our bagels, we did this recipe earlier on this morning on a different live stream. I let the dough rise for about 2 hours or so, and now we're going to be finishing them off. We're just rolling. Let me move those aside so I have a little bit more space here. Just kind of roll it around your hand on the board. Let it take on that shape. Something like that. Try and use whatever flour we have right there. And then we're gonna make the holes. We're gonna do what's called thumbing it. We're gonna thumb the bagel. Some messages are held for review. That means somebody put bad words in there. so I won't be clicking on them to look at them. It just takes too much effort. If you have bad words and bad things to say, we have no time for you. We don't pay attention to you. This is the initial. I think these bagels are going to be a pretty good size. I probably could have got 14, maybe even 16 out of this recipe. We used about 4 cups of flour, give or take. Nice. That crust will be good out of the oven. You'll have time to cool. Almost there. It's the initial. If we need to fix any of these, we certainly will. Okay. Yeah, not bad. So that's good. Those look good. Looking good there. Yep. That's good. I'm going to get a separate plate or tray just so I can rest these on right over here. So you can certainly make the bagels yourself like we're doing today, or you can always go out to the store and buy them there. Am I missing any good comments? So everybody who's coming in live now, thank you for joining. Smash the like button, share it if you want to. If you don't like it, you don't have to like it. That's okay. Cheesecake crust in the oven. It's a lemon Oreo crust today with the cheesecake. We're gonna have some cherry topping on there as well. The bagels, we did this recipe earlier on this morning. The dough has risen. We're ready to make our bagels. We're gonna boil them. We're gonna put them in the oven, and hopefully they taste good. So thumb, we gotta thumb them. So take your bagel like that. Now you could use your finger, whatever, but if you take your thumb simply here like that and pinch it, see, we're pinching, comes through, there's our thumb. You can decide how big a hole you want in there. And once you have it, now your thumb is in there, we've got the hole, and work it around. Work it around your thumb. So if you have to take out your thumb, you do that, and then you can start working the bagel a little bit. And if there's a little crack like that, firm it up. We got to fix that, okay? Suck it. You're making your food? Or you want me to make you food? I'm not sure. Cheesecake crust. 2 more minutes. Good. Turkey sandwich, nice. I made one of those the other night. Turkey sandwich, always good. We're just thumbing our bagels right here. See that? There's our thumb. You need to firm it up a little bit. Do that as well. Again, depending on how big you want the hole. So once you thumb it, almost like a donut, if that's your thumb, and just simply roll it around your thumb. And then you got to pull your thumb out of there, of course. But if you want it bigger, stretch it a little bit, like that. So if you want a bigger hole, there you go. Depending, I guess, on the style of bagel that we're making. Turkey sandwich, you have gravy with it? What'd you have in the turkey sandwich? I put bacon, gravy, cheese. I think I had some onions in there, some hot peppers. A hell of a leftover turkey sandwich, and I did the fresh bread with it as well that night too. My plan was not to eat all that bread, but I ended up doing it. Oh, this one we're not looking good. Gonna have to save the bagel. Let's put it down. Make sure we're better. Okay, we saved it. On we go to the next one. Mayo, yeah, absolutely. That's a good go-to on the turkey sandwich. Thumb it. We're thumbed. And you don't need to roll it out too much if you don't want to, but that's our bagel. Once it goes on the tray, we can always fix up if they don't look perfect. But that's a thumb, again. Try and move it around. Bagel. And if you're thinking for your bagels, are you going to make a bagel sandwich out of it? You don't want a big hole. Everything's going to fall out. So don't make the hole too big. So as I'm going around here, I'm just keeping, it's not a firm press, just a light press. If I wanted to get the hole bigger, I would start getting a firm press and stretching that out a little bit. That, something like that. Needed a bigger tray, and that crust, when that timer goes off, 20 seconds, I think I can get this one done in the 20 seconds. This is a mini bagel right here. Let's get that crust. That's our cheesecake crust ready, baked. Keep what in the oven? The bagels? What are we keeping in the oven? Just so I can understand the question there. Welcome, Batman. I don't know if I've seen your name pop up before. A Forgazy. Smaller bagels. The reason I've made a few smaller ones here is because if I'm going to taste test, I don't want to waste the big ones. I'm going to be bringing these somewhere else. Whew. We've got ovens on. We've got stovetops on. Welcome, everybody. So our cheesecake crust is done. It's now cooling, which is great. We're finishing off our bagels, massaging our bagels here. We've got the thumbing process going on. And then we're going to firm everything up. Make sure the holes are all good. This is going to be a bigger size bagel. It's a bigger dough ball. You know, on this channel, what we usually do is say, "How big are your balls?" Anyways, let's keep thumbing. Let's keep thumbing our bagels. Got 2 more to go. And then when these are in the oven, that's when we get to the cheesecake batter. And I've also got some salmon in the fridge. I may use one of these bagels and make something with salmon. Make a little sandwich out of that. Last one, and then we get to firm all these up before we put them in that water. These would be nice. I think they are anyways. We'll hope the recipe turns out. So if you're coming in and out of the live, welcome. If you're watching on the instant replay and you made it this far, you're seeing a few different recipes already. But if you're coming in and out of the live, you're looking at the bagels right now being thumbed. So now I'm just going to put them over here. I'm going to firm them all up. Make sure I've got the size that I want before they go in that boiling water. Okay? Oh, we kind of lost our hole on that one. Welcome, everybody. Bagels, homemade bagels. We're baking, call it bread, whatever you want, but we're making bagels here. We're gonna do sesame, we're gonna do everything bagels. We've also got a cheesecake in process, and then over that shoulder right over there, those are the fudge brownies with peanut butter cups that we made on the live last night and finished off this morning on the live when I was doing the bagel dough that we're firming up right here. Make sure those holes are all good. That's good. The majority of the bagels on the first go round were good, so we're not having to do much in terms of touch up right now. Hopefully everyone's having a good Saturday. It's a little colder where I'm at. Montreal style bagels, I've eaten them. Tougher, I think a little tougher to make. They're dense. They feel dense, thick. I think a little bit of sweetness to them. So I'm just firming up the holes that we have here. Mahmoud, welcome. Welcome. Hope I pronounced your name correctly as well. So if we want to stretch them, take them, stretch them. Do that too. Again, if it's your bagel, you could do whatever you want. No rules. Might not be conventional, but it happens. I've made rustic bagels before. The ones that don't look that great, but they taste fantastic. That's why I call them rustic. Good. And I'll show you one other little trick that I've got as well with my little mesh wire basket. From Spain, welcome. Lemle, I want to pronounce that properly. Hopefully I can't even see that far. I see L's and E's. I think I see an M at the end as well. Okay, done. Let's move that. We're doing some mixing and matching here with these things. Take our crust over there. We're going to be using this. We're going to be using this. Let's bring our water over. And we'll move our bagels aside here. Oh, so lem. I like it. Lem, easy enough for me. Lem. I like it. Make sure that's not too hot. Let's figure out where we're going to put everything. Move that over there. Because this is pretty darn hot right here. Let's bring this in. You can see exactly what we're doing. Hopefully that's in the frame and you guys can see that. Ethiopian name, nice. Okay, we'll get out our little wire. Just gonna let that come back up. Add a little bit of honey, that's 1, that's 2, good enough. Apparently in this recipe, the honey is gonna make them a little bit more dense, add some sweetness to it. So once that comes up to the boil, we'll add them in. But what I do is, in this little wire basket, well, it's an attempt at a semi-Montreal style bagel. I don't believe there's a Montreal style bagel recipe though. Once I've got them in there, just to firm up the shape a little bit, it's almost like I'm cheating, but you can turn it over and then get what looks like a better bagel shape, like the actual circle. It's also easy using this to lower them in and obviously pick them out. And if this doesn't go fast enough, we're going to get them back there once they're ready to go anyways. We'll give that another minute over here. Get that all heated up. Just circle it up. Yeah, welcome everybody that's coming in the live here. Fresh bagels happening right now. Okay, these only need about a minute per side when they go in that boiling water, which doesn't look like it's boiling yet. So I'm not happy about that. Hopefully it just takes another minute. You know what we'll do? Let's get it going there faster. Give that about 2 minutes over there. Bring it back here. This thing should be hot by then. I'm trying to see everybody's comments. Welcome everybody that's coming into the live today. It's a Saturday full of baking. Brownies, bagels, cheesecake, bagel. Now they're not done yet. We're just making sure they're all set to go in that boiling water. Look at that. It's already getting going over there, so that's good. We'll bring that back as soon as I finish this up. Good. So far, the dough has turned out pretty good. I like it. I like what I felt. Good. Smaller ones. Good. Those are nice and easy to fix up. Yep. Good. We're ready. How are we doing with that water? 1 more minute. We're hot here, so that'll be an easy transition from back to front. Welcome everybody who's in the live. That's okay, Lem. Staying in bed is all good. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I wish I got out of bed earlier today, but I just couldn't do it. I went to bed too late last night. Okay, we're hot. We're boiling. Come on. I want to see that boil coming. We'll be productive with our plates. Sesame seed and everything. So let's get this ready as well. We'll do that much on the everything. If we need more, of course, we're going to get more. We'll get our sesame ready. I may have just pulled out too much sesame. Oh well. It happens. It happens. Okay, that's hot. There we go. That's boiling. We're good. We're off. Okay, ready? Bagel number 1 going in. 1 in. 2. I think we'll do 4 at the same time in there. 3, 4. Let's watch the clock. 1 minute, now we'll turn them over. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Maybe I should bring the camera closer so we could see those comments a little bit easier. I can't always see them on the other phone. There we go, and let's lower us down a little bit, give us a little bit better angle, I think. Right in there, how's that? Is that good? Can we see that? We're right about there, and up. Now we're in the pot, that's good. Watching our clock, we've got another 30 seconds and then we're gonna turn them over. I wish the water were boiling a little bit stronger right now, but this hot plate, I think it's time for a new one. This one just doesn't have the power that we like. 12 more seconds, and we'll just turn them over. Okay. Number 1, over 2, 3, 4. There we go. Whew. Just cooking on Thanksgiving, that was it. Yep, thanks for asking though. Turkey is always good. Cranberry sauce, fresh, homemade, the gravy. And then of course we had the leftovers making the big turkey sandwich with the bread. Fresh bread that night. I think that was the best part. My plan was not to eat all the bread in that sandwich because I made a sub roll that was about that big and that high. I had a couple of bites on camera, and then afterwards I was going to toss it out, and I ended up coming back to eat it. The bread was that good. We're making bagels right now. We've got the cheesecake in process as well. Give those another 10 seconds. Good. This guy out first. 1, 2, 3, drain, and 4. So it's good that it took a little bit extra time here because it gave these just a little bit of time to relax on the bagels. Now, the true Montreal style would be going in not a regular oven like this. 1. Need that nice wood-fired, stone-baked stuff. I've been to Montreal to see them make it too, and it's incredible how many they make at the same time. Number 3. Let's get number 4 in. Bagels looking good. Yeah, thanks, Lem. So far, so good. So far, so good. Ooh, that's hot getting over that water. Oh, better watch the time. We're good. We're getting there. So once these are dressed up, we've got the egg wash, we've got the sesame seed back here, we've got the everything over here. Once those are all fired up in the oven, they're baking, we're gonna do the cheesecake batter. And if all's timed properly, we'll be able to have the cheesecake ready to go in the oven while the bagels are coming out. We're gonna be rocking and rolling. Go another 20 seconds or so right here on these bagels. It looks like I took a bite out of that one, so it's not perfect. So let's just make sure that doesn't happen on any of these, that they're firmed up and ready. Ready to go in that We'll call it a semi-rolling boil, everybody. Welcome and thank you everyone that's in the live. We've had some big live shows over the last week. We had a couple, almost 2,500 in here. I think it was 2 nights ago. The one in Niagara Falls, I was in a suit and I went on the boat. That was a big one. Let's turn those over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1 minute. Try and see those comments. You took the bite. If everyone could take a bite, it would be fantastic. Thanks for all the comments out there too. Spread those around. We've got our roes ready. I may actually need to cook those in 2 batches because I couldn't find my bigger tray. And these, I believe, would be a little too crowded. We'll see though, we'll figure out a way. I know what we'll do. I just figured out a way to do it all at the same time. We're gonna use a cake pan. Why not? Improvise wherever we can. Improvise wherever we can. 10 more seconds. That's great, Carries. That's nice. What colors? What are we doing? 2, 3, and I'll show you these in a minute as well once we get our last ones in. See, now we've got the boil that's going stronger on here, darn it. Where was that before? This hot plate taking too long. Number 2, try and see the comments through there. That's some really good wisdom right there. And this is the 4th. Okay, now we can at least get a little bit of space in here. Let's move that. We'll watch the clock. So far for our bagels, those just came out of the rolling boil. Be better. Once they get baked up, they certainly take on a different look. Could even turn them over if we want to, make them look a little nicer. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, okay? There. They almost look like donuts now, don't they? Not bad. Not bad. Thanks, Lem Lem. Mesh sleeves, nice. Thanks, Shia. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome everybody who's watching this live. We're growing. The channel is growing. Some hack cluck. And we're growing the channel. And especially now that we're doing things live, I don't like to hide things. I'm going to screw up a lot because I know a lot of people out there are going to screw up a lot and they're worried about it. Who cares? Freaking even if it doesn't look good. If it tastes good, freaking eat it anyways. Who cares? We're not 5-star here. We're not Michelin dining. And yeah, you want to buy a dozen bagels, go out there and certainly do that. But I had all the ingredients right here. To me, it cost me absolutely nothing. I had flour, I had yeast, I had salt. We obviously had water. Away we go. I don't want to miss those comments through there. Oh, the bagel and the donut. I think the donut's going to be a lot lighter and fluffier. You know, I've never made donuts myself. I've made them with my mom, which means she made them and I was just there kind of watching and not doing much that day. So donuts are going to be on the schedule. I was trying to build up a baking playlist of desserts, getting the cakes done first, and now the next series is going to be into breads and bagels. Maybe we'll get some donuts in there as well. We'll see. Okay, we're going to be done with this, so we'll turn that off. We're going to unplug so we can actually move that right out of our way and get some more space over here. We need more space. Let's take these last ones out. These are the bigger ones, so I saved them until the end. You can see how they're puffing up, they're getting bigger. If you've never had them, I'd say stay away from all of them, bagels and donuts. Don't activate those genes in the body to say, hey, give me carbs and sugar like this from donuts. I'm not a big donut fan, actually. Whew, I need more space. Let's go right there. We'll use that one. Okay. Get that out of the way. then we can also take this hot plate out of the way. Bring our bagels back in the mix, okay? It's gotta be careful. So we've got our egg wash ready, which is great. We're certainly gonna have to spread these out better, okay? We've got far too many bagels on the tray. That was a hot one, I shouldn't have done that. Let's say we're gonna do 2. Maybe we'll need some of the smaller ones in there as well. Might make things a little bit easier to look at them. Okay, so we can get 8. We can get 8 on that one. I thought we were gonna do better. Now, space. So we've got 8 over there, which is great. We'll have to mix and match here to make sure the size has enough room to grow. Let's take that one out, put that over there. Okay, I think those sizes are gonna be okay. Let's keep that up, right there, right there. Those look good, all right? Okay, egg wash. Yeah, lem, I would agree with that, absolutely. My dad loves the Boston cream. Just not for me. So egg wash, brush. Give a nice shine, a nice sheen to these bagels. Now, if I were making bagels to keep and I wanted them, because we're going to be bringing these somewhere later on, just double and triple the recipe and make 3 dozen at the same time. And then you could always freeze them. So I've got 1 egg here, and I put in about a tablespoon of water with it. Okay, these should be cooled down a little bit as well. So I'll be able to handle them a little bit easier. And you'll see as we go to dress them up. So let's just go a little bit more to start. If we need more egg wash, we'll certainly go there. So you can certainly sprinkle if you want to. There you go, yeah. Roll. Oh, I caught it. Catch of the day, save of the day. Sesame number 1. Give that a little shakaroo right there. That was so close. You could do a spin if you need to. Sesame done, just like that. Shake. Oh, let's get a little bit more. I want equal coverage on the sesame. I think it just thins it out, really. Yeah, if I'm trying a new recipe and it's someone else's, I'm doing what they had. I didn't bother investigating. And then I'll just test it out and see what I liked and what I didn't like, and maybe add to it. Sesame. We'll give a little bit more brush of egg on these as we go. And we'll come back to the others. Good. 2, 4, 5. Last one. Yeah, this will be the last. The last sesame right here. We'll try and use them all and then get into the everything. As long as I have either sesame or everything on the bagel, I'm good. Those are sticking a little bit too much. Too much egg on the plate now. There we go. Done there. I think it gives a little bit better coverage rolling them like that than it does sprinkling. We'll fix those up. Okay. Onto the everything now. I'm more of a fan of the everything. Okay. Turn them this way. Maybe you can see the swirl better this way. On. Just a nice quick little dip. Shake. dip. A little bit more egg over here. Nice. We made it with all the egg, the one egg, we made it right to the end. We used every last drop. We'll do the little one first. That's taken care of. Shake. Better coverage. We might need some more of the everything. In fact, I think we do. We need some more of the everything. I don't want to waste it. I don't like wasting. Swirl. Nice. Well, I say nice, but you know what? Let's get them covered. Let's get proper coverage in there. Roll the side a little bit too. Good. If we can use a little bit more, what the heck? We're not going to throw it. We're not going to put it back in the container is what I should be saying there. Okay. Bagels. Whew. Bagels good to go here. Let's try and adjust. Give a little bit more space. That's good. And I'll show them everything that we've got. Let's see if we can adjust a little bit there too. Yeah. Okay. Tray number 1. So I've got 6 sesame, 2 everything. And then apparently I need to get a new baking tray because I couldn't find the bigger one. And here we've got 4 everything. So let's get those in. I should have turned that up a little bit. We had that for the cheesecake crust. Okay, in they go. So I'm going to set a timer 15 minutes so I can rotate them and then also adjust the shelves. Actually, I'll go 18. Good. Now we can get onto that cheesecake batter here. So I've already got all my ingredients out. I was cooking at a very young age. So I was working in restaurants. First time I worked in restaurants was in '89. So what's that, 35 years ago? Chicken, ribs, steak, things of that nature. But cooking at home, learning the Greek way, learning the Egyptian way. I've got a lot of recipes from the family on the Greek and the Egyptian side. Okay. Let's bring this over. Oh. So all these right here, the ingredients that we're going to use for the cheesecake, room temperature, okay? And let's get moving here. Let's get moving. We're doing well. I wouldn't say we're behind. There's no pressure. There's no rush on any of this. Okay? Name. Welcome to the club. Good for you. I'm doing this reverse and I feel, oh my gosh. There we go. We're locked in now. Name, for all I know, you're one of my cousins out there. Nick X, hello. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching and dropping in and investing your time in what we've got going on here. So now this is the first time I'm actually going to be using this cream cheese right here. This is lactose-free cream cheese. I've never seen a package or a wrapper like this. And I got the lactose-free. I was going to make a lactose-free cake, and then it just, it's not, look at that. I can't even open it. How do we open it? Oh, this is sealed to what? Separate the seams and pull it apart. Well, what the heck? Forget, we could sit there all day. We're going to old school. Use the scissors to do this. Lactose-free cheesecake, eh? Oh boy. I don't like the sounds of this. Okay. Just inspect. Make sure we don't have any of that foil in there. Supposed to make a lactose-free cheesecake for someone, but now that I don't have the other ingredients, I was like, well, we're just going to use what we have and see how this turns out. Welcome, everybody. Thanks everybody for watching. I know we get people from all around the world. We've got Spain, I know. We had Egypt. We had Australia. We've got a lot of Aussies actually in here, which I love. America the beautiful. Canadians, eh? We've got a lot of Canadians that are watching. So pretty much in every cheesecake recipe that I'm making, I'm using 3 full blocks. I won't ever use this again. Ever, 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 ever. Look at this. Never. What is that? What is that? I hope that wasn't a piece of foil. Let me check that out again. Let me make sure we have no foil. What are those little bits? What's that little bit right there? What's that little bit? What the hell is that? What the hell was that? We're not letting that go on our cheesecake, that's for sure. I can assure you that. We're checking everything again. Okay, we're good. Now, lock it in. I'll just start it so I can wash my hands. We'll get rid of these. We'll never use this type of cream cheese again. Lactose-free, Walmart, great value. I get it, we want to save costs, but if we're baking, we need the real stuff sometimes, okay? Lactose-free, no name, great value. I'll never use that one again. Washington, D.C. in the house, baby. Love it. Okay, let's get that up one. This is going to be an interesting test to see how this cheesecake turns out. Lactose-free, no-name brand. We need to whip this for about 3 minutes. I'm going to get our sugar. One sugar. Has anyone seen the brown sugar? There it is. I found it. Found it. So I do a combination. I do a combination of white and brown sugar. Say white and light, whatever you want to say. There's our 1/4 cup. I need the 3/4 cup. I've got it right there and I didn't notice it. Okay, let's get that speed up, just one. Lactose-free cream cheese. Interesting. Australia back in the house. We were just talking about the Aussies. Welcome. What part of Australia? I just had a friend come back from Australia after working there for 2 years. I don't even like the color of this cream cheese. I don't know if I can bring this where it's supposed to go tonight. I don't know if I'll serve it up. Honestly, I don't know. Another 90 seconds here. I've got some time to kill. Queensland, love it. I actually just saw a video about Australia. I can't remember which part where they were showing, I think were tiger sharks and another type of shark in really shallow water coming right up on the beach. Like, what the hell? Joe Black, yes, cheesecake. I'm making, we've already got the crust done. Where's the crust? The crust is already done. Had that in the oven. Lemon Oreos. Lemon Oreos for this crust. This is what we used. Ooh, I smell the bagels just as I turn around to the oven. Yeah, those are, what is it, scorpions there as well? Scorpions, you got the sharks, you got the spiders, you got the snakes. Is it the jellyfish as well? I don't know if I'd lay on the beach out there. I don't like laying on the beach anyways. Lemon Oreos. Okay. Another 30 seconds. Okay, sugar. I mean, if the cream cheese is going to be no good, we're going to have to mask this up with about as much sugar as possible. Are they going to know that I'm using the no-name lactose-free cream cheese? I mean, it's taken my reputation, my cheesecake reputation on the line. Half a cup. Here's my 1/4 cup. Oh, son of a... Come on, focus, man. Oops. I'm angry at myself because that means I have more to clean up. I've got to mop this floor, too. It's just... Come on. Let's check on our bagels. Mmm. Smelling good. 11 minutes, so sugar's looking good. Let's get some of the, I call it brown sugar. I know people call it golden sugar. I'm trying to read the comments. Mummy's Trip, thank you so much. Come on, thank you for subbing. The ocean worm, 20 feet long. Oh my gosh, that just scared me. Yeah, hey, Nick, I invented what's called sleep eating. So sleep eating. I'm laying on the couch, everything's good. It could be 8, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. And of course I fall asleep because that's what I do. And then somehow I make my way to the kitchen. This was the Oreo cheesecake, the problem. I was in Buffalo, picked up a whole different bunch of flavors. I make my way to the kitchen. I get a whole bag of the family size Oreos. I'm only gonna have 1 or 2, but I've got the bag. I try and put it out of reach and I fall asleep. Next thing you know, I wake up and I've got cookie crumbs all over my face. No, this is certainly, no, there are gonna be some eggs in there. 1 and a little bit more on the sugar side. So I use, it should be 3/4 cups of the white sugar, 1/4 cup of the brown or the golden sugar. So yeah, sleep eating. I invented it, so I know exactly what you're talking about there. I go to town on the chocolate almonds. I wake up, I've got melted chocolate on my face, melted chocolate on the couch. I mean, it's disgusting. So now what I do is I bake the cheesecakes and I give them away, which is a lot better. The best part, over the last couple months, as I bake the cheesecakes, I bring it out to the place where I get my physio done, or therapy, massage therapy, all that stuff. So I bring it out there and I'm trying to get all in out of shape by doing that. But they love the cakes. And if they're watching right now, as I know some of them do, what can I say? Sorry, guys. Okay, let's give this a little scrape. Off, unlatch, because we want to try and, I'll never eliminate, but if we can reduce the lumps, that's what we're going to try and do here, okay? So once that's good, we've got it all off the paddle. Let's get that down. We've got to scrape the sides. And then we've got to scrape the bottom. So let's make sure we get everything here as good as possible. And if things were not room temperature as well, we could have more crusties and crunches. I'm not a lefty, but I'm reversed. Usually I'm over here. Maybe it'd be easier if I just walk around the camera. You know what? I should have done this before. It is a little bit easier this way. Thanks everybody that's joining live. I mean, we're getting into huge shows. A couple thousand through the other night. Last night, I think, was well over 1,000. 4 or 5 nights ago, over 1,000. We're growing here thanks to all of you guys doing your part and watching and subscribing and sharing and everything. This is freaking awesome, man. I'm just a hack trying to survive out here. Okay, let's lock it in. Up, up. Rinse off the hands a little bit. Okay, now since I'm going to be doing a cherry topping and I've got the lemon Oreos, I'm trying to read all those. Yeah, Lem, absolutely. The Swedish cook from the Muppets. Especially, I have no problem giving away this one with the no-name, great value, lactose-free cream cheese that we're using. I can't believe and it was on sale. It was cheap. It was cheap. I was making it for someone. It was going to be a lactose-free cake. And then I didn't have all the other ingredients, so I was like, screw it. I'm using this cream cheese now. I got to get rid of it and get it out of the house. These are the brownies that we made, guys. These are the brownies. So I'm trying to be good here and not eat them, obviously, because I got to bring these somewhere. So these are chocolate fudge brownies. Those are chunks of Reese's peanut butter cups that are in the brownies. So now, there was a smaller piece. That's what I bit into. It's left over right there. And I'm going to also chop these up in little smaller pieces, so that way when people go to eat them, A, they think there's more, B, they don't feel as bad for eating them because they're smaller pieces. Okay, back to a regularly scheduled program here. So I've got, this is good stuff, so I feel like I'm wasting it. This is expensive, that's why I don't use it. It's like liquid gold. Yeah, the brownies, thanks Nick. Oh, don't worry, name. We talked about this, don't worry, I screw it up all the time. You know what, I still eat it, I don't care. I'm not gonna throw it away. This is the pure stuff. This is expensive, so I'm not gonna use too much in here. I don't wanna sex up the no-name, great value, lactose-free cream cheese. So I'm actually gonna measure and not go by eye this time. I only want like a half a teaspoon of the good stuff in here. See? Like that, in. Okay. Lemon extract in. We're rocking. We've got our eggs. Eggs are going to be last though. I've got a little bit of flour. Now, normally when I do, well, I won't say normally because I change it up every so often. I've got some, oh my God, McDonald's. I looked in their mobile app the other day. They had a special, like 2 sandwiches for $9. I think were Big Macs and quarter cheese and stuff. And I added it to the cart, and then I said, no, keep driving, because the stuff I'm making here, every time I eat it, it's not good for me. Well, it's good for me, but it's not good for me, if you guys catch what I'm saying. So then I deleted that out of the app, and I didn't go there. So, sour cream or the Greek yogurt. Now, I like the Greek yogurt in there. It adds a little bit of protein, but it still gives it the creaminess to the cheesecake that I want. And I don't have too much sour cream left anyways. I know it gives a little bit different flavor, but I'm gonna try and scrape and see what I can get out of here. I probably have about 2 tablespoons, give or take. I'd say that's about 2. Let's see. Gotta listen for the beeper back there. So that's 1. Close to 2. I think we can scrape a little bit more. That's why I'm using the sour cream here. We're gonna do a combination. Quick little combo. I am not gonna mix the sour cream with my Greek yogurt though. So Greek yogurt, here we go. No, and that's why. It can't be a lactose-free cheesecake if I'm using regular sour cream. How many did I put in a sour cream? I got 2. I got 2 out of that, right? Okay, 1, 2. I usually go 6 heaping tablespoons. Good. We're done with that. And it goes. Where's my salt? Don't I have salt out here? Now, what the hell? That's leaking. That's not good. Now, those who know, they know me. Salt, a pinch of salt, not a punch. Boom! How are we looking in there? Cream cheese? Lactose free, great value, on sale. Not terrible, not terrible. Flour. 1, almost 1. That's almost 2. You know what? We're cleaning it now anyway, so that's good. All right, so we got 3. Now, away we go. Give that another minute or so. Let's check the timer here on the bagels. Timer done. So let's spin those. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, I think you can see that. We're going to spin and rotate. So that up there for a second. Take that out. That's kind of halfway through on the bagels right now. So let's spin into the top rack. We've got to spin in and close. Timer on. We're doing well here. Catch up on some comments. McDonald's is really good. I don't care what they say. It's really good. Thanks everybody. Look at all the likes. I'm seeing all these things come through. Thank you so much, everybody. It's freaking incredible to see this. Incredible to see this. I'm amazed every time I see stuff like this coming through. Trying to hit the right buttons on this one so I can watch as well. There we go. All right, we're rocking. All on, yes. Excellent. Just another minute. It's looking nice in there. We don't want to get too much air going on. Ooh, the Burger King, eh? I guess the bagel, is it like a bread roll? No, I think the bagel is going to be more dense than a bread roll. Let's start with the eggs. Let's see if we can do it. Let's slow it down one at a time so they're incorporated nicely with this still moving. 1 in. And then we're going to give a final scrape in there as well. Go back in. Excellent. How's that looking? Good. Next one. In. Sounds like that, I don't know if you guys could hear it, but it sounds like the engine in there just kind of went. It's not good. So we're using 3 whole eggs, 1 egg yolk. Nick, it's trial and error. I hope I didn't miss too many comments. I can't see them all come up. And if it turns out bad, I don't care. I don't care. That's why I'll do things live. I don't care. If we screw them up, we screw them up. So what? All those videos I see out there, I can assure you, the ones that are Ishaz, hi, hello, welcome. Clothing brand, nice. Let's get the third one. I know all the videos that are edited. All those, even the top creators out there, they make mistakes too. I can assure you of that. So this just took on a whole another level of creaminess with those eggs. Let me get the yolk separated here. That's what we're gonna do right here. We need 1 egg yolk. I could have put it in a bowl as well and just picked it up, but let's do it old school. I don't like the sound of that engine. That is not good. I know when something changes, the sound of that engine changed. Egg yolk in. Yeah, that doesn't sound good anymore. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. Got to remind myself that we've got bagels in the oven. Move all the stuff we don't need. Check on the bagels. Oh, those are smelling fantastic. So let's do another scrape here, very important. But you can see now it's just dripping off, which is great. We'll make sure we get as much as possible. I'm supposed to be on the other side. It's easier. It's easier doing it from this side. We already established that. As much as possible. Make sure the sides and then the bottoms as well. Scrape off the paddle in case there are any little extra chunks that are left there. Okay, good. Lock it in. The last little mixeroo. So I'm going to be doing this in a steam bath today. So I've cooked. Let me catch up on the comments if I missed anything. I thought I saw Texas there. Kangaroos, those kangaroos look strong and tough and mean. Nice. Nice. We're gonna be doing a steam bath for this cheesecake. I've cooked enough cheesecakes and I don't want cracks or craters. The one I did the other day, I didn't use a steam bath and I fell asleep on the couch. I got a big crack. It was like a crater, the Grand Canyon. But I was able to cover it up. It's like they didn't know. You know when they say they're gonna know, they didn't know. It's a nice strawberry cheesecake. Some would say it's a vanilla cheesecake with a strawberry coulis on top. I'm calling it strawberry cheesecake. Okay, looks good. Leave that drip for a moment. Let's bust out. I need our foil. Has anyone seen? I need the foil. Hang on. I think I know where the foil is. Don't go anywhere. It's over here. Hang on a second. We need the foil. All right, I'm back. I left the foil in the car last night. Forgot about that. I've got the extra wide one because we don't want any leakage. Okay, foil good. Let's unplug first. Take out the paddle. Good. Yeah, the cheesecake, absolutely. I believe that as well. It's got to be firm and dense. And this is going to be firm and dense. We still got our bagels going. It's great. Okay, foil. I tore it already. I tore it on the first tear. On the first pull, I tore it. Like you can't make that up, what I just did there. Okay. Let's move that aside. It was stuck, that's why. Let's make sure that's a good size first. Should be able to. I'm not doing a double layer. I'm not wasting. I'm not going to waste. Wasn't the best tear, but so be it. Let's make sure. Turn this down so we can see inside. Nice. So welcome to everybody who's joining the live right now. What we've done so far today is we finished off the fudge brownies. We did bagels in 2 separate sessions. The bagels right now are in the oven. They're almost done. We're just finishing up. We did a cheesecake crust right here with lemon Oreos. The cheesecake batter just made. So we're set right there. Let's get our little water bath ready. Now, for the water bath, if you boil water first or use a kettle, that's fine. I'm okay with hot water right out of the tap as well. Now, I'll start with a little bit like that, have it ready, and then I'll put it in. I don't want it to overflow, of course. So let's go here, giddy up. Cheesecake time, it's going in. It's great, make sure we've got everything around. In. Let's go over here and see that coming out. Now this also needs cooling time when it's done, so I'm bringing it somewhere supposedly at about 8 o'clock tonight, so it's going to be tight. It needs usually about 4 hours minimum, and then I've got to also finish up the toppings and the design on it. Okay, how are those bagels? Whew, hot. Okay, so tap. Thanks, Lem. Let's go. No, I was just cheering. Okay, so right now, this cheesecake batter, I'm not going to give myself credit yet. It looks pretty darn good. Okay, lactose-free cream cheese. Oh, I don't know. Let's see when we dip it in. We didn't add too much water. Okay, we can add more. We can add more. We're good. Okay, slow. We'll go about halfway up. It's like getting a nice warm bath. It should bake it a little bit more evenly. Yeah, I miss it. I can see more comments here than I can on the other one. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn this to the side for a second. I'm gonna check on those bagels. Let's see how we're looking. Timer shows 9 minutes left. Whoa, let's check. Yeah, so I think the 9 minutes is right. Almost there. Let's turn them again. Turn this again. So those are good. So now, next, like I said, we've got a big day going here with what we're cooking. We're cooking up many items. So what we'll do actually next is, before I bring out the sandwich stuff, I'm gonna bring out the cutting board. I'm actually gonna wash my hands again. Woo. Big day here on the live. Big day on the live here with everything that we've gone. Welcome everybody who's coming through. Wait till you see what's coming up next, Munzie. Wait till you see what's coming up next. We're not done yet. That's the scary part. We're not done. Okay. You know how good a coffee would go right now with that bite of brownie? I'm going to put this brownie in that little bowl, and I'll need the knife. Okay, what do you guys think here? I've got 9, 10, I've got 15 squares of brownie. And I can cut them in half, so that way I have 30 triangles. I can cut in squares. What did I say? I've got 15, so I could get 60 little squares. It's not even a 2-bite brownie at that point, it's just a 1. So let's go triangle, and I'll show you up close. Look at these guys. My gosh, maybe I'll do a few of each. I'm not gonna bite into it. Fudge brownie, Reese peanut butter cup. Let's bring those out on the tray. I might leave, they seem like they go further if we cut them smaller for people. Let's see how they look if I go triangles. I think that's okay, right? I just go black. I like to taste the coffee. Let's go a few. I think the squares are good as well. Yeah, squares are good. How about yourself? What kind of coffee? And coffee prices are going up again, darn it. The price of coffee is ridiculous right now. No end in sight. Last year, I'd say the last 18 months, it was about the olive oil. Those prices were going through the roof. Triangles here, those look good. Square. This'll seem like we've got a heck of a lot more brownie. I'm not sure how many people are going to be there, but it's always easier to pick up just this little chunk of brownie. And everyone's getting hungry. I'm getting really hungry too. My gosh. Okay, let's start organizing here. Let's bring those crumbs off. We'll try and organize these to make them look better. How about that? We'll get the triangles on there as well. Little pieces. Organize our plate. I sent a picture of these earlier on to some people, and they want them. And again, I tried it. I had to try the recipe before I brought it anywhere to make sure it was going to meet the standards that we're accustomed to. I like this better. It's looking like we've got a lot more brownie here. So I've got dark chocolate in there, Reese peanut butter cups, and I'm not a dark chocolate fan, but the dark chocolate here was a really good complement to what we have. I'll do a few bigger chunks here. Try and make the tray look nice as possible. So we just increased the amount of brownie that we have here. This is incredible. Dark chocolate fan? Yeah. Yeah, tasting the coffee. Absolutely, I'm for that as well. Okay, so now it looks like we've got a lot more chocolate brownie, doesn't it? Look at all the chunks. I don't know if anyone out there eats the ice cream. They get the cookie dough or the Oreo ice cream, the Smarties ice cream, stuff like that. You want the chunks in there, right? We want the chunks. Sometimes they're just not enough. So let's cover those up again. Our brownie's good, done. Excellent. Give this one a quick rinse-a-rooney. Okay. Next. Whew, I think this is what we're going to eat. We've got some onion. What else can we put in there? We could do a little bit of mayo, a little hot sauce. We've got some cilantro. That could go well. Ah, there we go. There we go. We've got some salmon. This is going to go with our bagel, our fresh bagel. We also did fresh guacamole last night as well. Yeah, Rocky Road. Yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate that. I appreciate all the comments. When everyone's complimenting, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to all the compliments here. So thank you. It's the trash talking that usually comes through, and we try not to pay attention to people like that. Okay, let's get a nice piece of salmon, and I'm going to toss this in the air fryer. While we're preparing everything else. Good. Check on those bagels. Showing 3 minutes left on the timer, so we're doing okay here. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, you just came up with a great idea. So on the cheesecake, I am going to do the cherry topping, but since you just said the brownies, could the brownie bites be great with the lemon Oreo crust and the cherry cheesecake, or is that too much? Is that too much? Yeah, the hot sauce and mayo. Yeah, mummy. Yeah, I said mummy. I meant to say mumsy. Okay, let's get a little cilantro rinsed real fast. That's funny. Woo. Okay, there we go. We've got our cilantro. We've got our bowl. We don't need this, so I'm going to put in some of everything here, whatever I can. I take out that guacamole. We need. Let's see. We're going to see how this tastes. I don't know how it's going to taste. We've got lime. I've got some lemon juice. The chocolate with the cheesecake. So the cherry topping and chunks of brownie. Oh, Mumsy, thank you so much. So what I'm going to do is once the cheesecake is baked and I let it cool, it's going to be probably around 6 o'clock, maybe even 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to come back on live to finish decorating the cheesecake. So that could be the time that we take some of those chunks of brownie, put it right on top of the cherry. Then maybe I do make a sweet whipped cream to finish it off. This is coming together. There's a ton of sweetness that's coming together because of this live, all as a result of the people. 12 seconds left on the bagel, so I'm gonna just start this off real quick. This knife is not my favorite. I should have sharpened it as well. Just gotta be careful not to splash any of this in the cheesecake. There's the timer. I'm hearing beep, beep, beep. It's telling me, get me out of the oven. Let me take a quick look-see-loo. Yeah. Done. Just get those down there for a couple of minutes. That'll give me time just to chop what we have here. I don't know how this is going to taste. I'm just kind of throwing a few items together right here. Then we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so the small chunks, right? We don't want to overdo it too much. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Capers. I thought I had capers in here. Take another look. Yes! This is what I mean about the chat coming through. Capers. Reminding me to take another look. When I looked the first time, I didn't think I had them. I was like, no, look again. I know they're there somewhere. Onion. We'll see how this tastes, especially that we're going to be having this with a fresh bagel. That's kind of in the way, isn't it? Smaller bits. It missed the cheesecake. It went in the water. That was so close. Oh my gosh, the onion. I watched it go up. It was like watching a long 3-ball from Steph Curry from half court, and that went up and over. That would have been an interesting. Let me just, make sure it is in the water. Or did it go on the floor? I can't see it in the water. I can't see it on the floor. You know what? Maybe the onions are going to add some flavor to that cheesecake. The lactose free. Lem, I know. I wish I could cook for everybody with what we're doing here. Okay, we've got that. Get a little squirt of lime. We'll see how all this is going to come out. Obviously, I haven't added in the salmon yet to check for flavor. But we're living dangerously here. We've got about 3 minutes left. Let's go. We may add a little bit more lemon and lime in afterwards. I just don't know yet. I'm going to wait on the capers. I'm going to wait on the mayo. And I'm going to wait on the hot sauce. We'll leave those all aside for now. We'll add some salt and pepper in there too. Okay, how we doing? Where is our wire rack? We need that. Two minutes left there. I don't know why I think I can do this. Woo! I should use tongs. It'll be a little bit easier. The fish right now, Laura, it's in the air fryer. I'm doing a little bit of a reheat, leftovers. So I've got the mini bagels. Let's move this. We're going to get this out. Off. Cheesecake has got to get in there right now. So I just lowered the temp down. 350 for me is what I like to use to start. The first 10 minutes, zap it. 10, 12 minutes. And then I'm going to lower that temp down to 3 1/4. So I'll put 12, 13. I just lied again. I'm lying a lot. Okay. Bagels, hot, careful. Sesame. Good timing. Bagels are pretty much dunsky. Okay, so everyone, let's organize these a little bit better. Those are really hot, so I'm not thinking things through as I'm going along here. Different sizes. Some people like smaller bagel. They just want a snack. That way they're not eating the whole thing. Oh, hey, Laura, thank you so much. Well, because I'm reheating, I was like it just like that. No, so no, the answer to that question is no, I didn't add any oil on that because I was using leftovers. So these are our bagels, guys. We've got everything, half a dozen, and then we've got sesame seed, half a dozen. If they taste as good as they smell, these things taste really good. Thanks, Mumsy. Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Nick. Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh, Lem, thank you, everyone. You guys are killing me with kindness out here. What the heck? Thank you. I almost feel like someone needs to trash talk me. Make me feel a little bit better. It's like I'm not being left out. So bagels, done. Look at that. Oh, son of a no! See that? I was celebrating early. Don't celebrate early! Oh my gosh! How many did I lose? Look at this, I lost 1. And I lost 2. Oh my gosh. And I'm just lucky that my stomach is so big because I was able to go boom and stop them over there. I celebrated early. Never celebrate early. Oh yeah, Lem, thank you. Yeah, Laura, yes, but Laura, absolutely. That's why I write back on I know which ones went. Those two right there. So I won't. Could you imagine if I delivered those to people? No, I'm going to use that for the sandwich. So let's. That was good. Celebrate early and find out. And I just found out. Okay, let's get the salmon at least. We can salvage that. Okay, move that. My gosh, I couldn't have scripted that any better the way those went. I'm going to have to watch the replay when it gets posted. Okay, at least we've got a nice piece of salmon. Absolutely, it's. I could have like a. This floor is not clean. I need to mop. Today's another mopping day. Another mopping day. We don't want that skin. Not in the sandwich, anyways. Okay. Oh my goodness, Andrew. Let's lose this skin. It's not going in the sandwich. Good, at least that sound is done. It was starting to bother me. I thought I was going to use tuna, then I remembered I had the salmon left over. So we could use that. Looks good. We're going right in. It's going to be warm. It's going to be warm. Yeah, I hear you on that. I can relate. My back is done from, I slouch over a lot when we're doing these lives. So we're going to have fresh bagels, salmon that's warmed up, refired, reheated. Did I turn the timer on that? Yeah, I did. See, this is what happens. We're doing multiple things. That's why I got to use a timer. And I put it 13. So after 13, I'm going to lower the timer, or lower the heat down 3 1/4. I'm going to put the timer on for 30 minutes. That means it's a 43-minute cook. And I'm going to take a look at that time and see how good it looks, if it passes the jiggle test. Oh, if I had more cream cheese, maybe. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. See that on the live? We drop bagels. Boom, right off the tray. We're not covering that up. It happens. Yeah, the salmon, yes. Yeah, I was thinking of the lox and the cooked salmon. It's like, okay, well, I've got it. Let's see how it turns out. Let's do some salt and pepper. Starting to lose everything over here. Oh my gosh, okay. See, that's too much salt, so just a pinch. Boom! I'm wasting salt, and I can explicitly remember last night at the grocery store when I was in the baking aisle getting some items, and a lady said to me, we were both looking at things, and we're obviously looking for prices, and she picked up a box of salt like that, and she said, salt is the only thing that's affordable right now. And I said, yeah, like the cheapest thing that we could find would be salt. So we can relate to those things. A little bit of pepper. Now remember, this salmon was already seasoned, of course. It's already seasoned. Thanks everybody for watching us live. I think we've had well over 2,000 people come through here at least. Yeah, salmon should be good in this. Thank you so much, Lem. You guys are way too kind. Did I cook this in the air? I'm trying to think if I cooked this in the air fryer or in the oven. Because I cooked this like 4 days ago. And all the days right now are a blur to me. I may have cooked this in the air fryer with the spice and oil. I'd have to go back and check. I think I can't. Did I even do it on the live? Honestly, I can't remember. This is the second live today, and I think in the last 4 days, I think I've done 7 live shows. So it's tough to remember everything that I'm doing. Very tough. Okay, we don't need too much on the mayo. 1 little teaspoon will do. Justice Jane. Peanut butter, peach sauce, soy sauce, and lemon. Ooh. I've been on, this is actually the 2-year anniversary on YouTube, and it's been a tough go. It's tough to try and figure out what makes videos get shown more, the algorithms, the advertising, anything. It's really tough to figure those things out. A little bit of the hot sauce. We're gonna add in a few of our capers here as well. Let's see if we can get these out here. I lost one, but that's okay. Get a couple more in there. What the heck? We're gonna see how this turns out right here, live, with the fresh bagel. Thanks, Lem Lem. We're trying to figure it out here. I don't know what makes videos go. I could do the same format on a video and it goes off for 10,000 views and the next one goes for 200 views. And I have no idea why. And it could be almost the identical video, different recipe, but I don't know. Okay, I think we should test this before we put it in the bagel. Let's give that a little test. I think it needs more of everything. I think it needs more of everything. I'm gonna give it another spoon right here. I don't think it was hot enough, and I am gonna add in a couple more capers. I wanna taste these. And I think it needs a little squirt more. The hot. The flavors are coming through, don't get me wrong, but I think it needed a touch of everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, the leftovers are never a problem with me for some reason. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, Mumsy, wow. Thank you. You guys are killing me today with all this kindness. My God. It's refreshing. Okay, almost here. Cheesecake, 5 minutes to go on that, Tim. Now, I'm not a Gordon Ramsay, I can assure you, and I'm not professing to be a professional cook or anything like that. Like I say, if we screw up, I put out blooper reels. I try to put out the blooper reels whenever possible to show that we screw up in here. That's why I show the cracks in the cheesecakes, 'cause we screw it up, but we got to find a way to overcome and get out there. Listen, if you're bringing it to friends and family, I've said this before, even on the lives, you bring them something, like a cheesecake or a cake or dessert or something, and it's got a big crack or crater in it, and they start complaining about it, and if you're at the table with them when they're doing that, because I've done this, reach right across that effing table, take their plate of the cake and pull it away and say, great, you're not having any. If you're gonna complain about it, you're not getting any. And then the whole argument ensues, and anyways, but have some fun with it. Laura, thank you so much. And I hear you about the cheesecakes. Look, I've been eating too much, like ever since I started the YouTube channel. Oh my gosh. Look, Bryce, amazing. Mumsy, incredible. Justice Jane. I knew a Justice John on here once. That's incredible. Justice Jane. Oh, sweet potatoes. Absolutely. All day on the sweet potatoes. 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go with an everything bagel. I guess I've got to take one of the ones that dropped on the floor, but we don't care. We don't care. All right. Has it cooled off enough? No, see, it still hasn't cooled off enough. And this habit, it happens on the lives. I don't have enough time during the lives. I don't want to spend 4 hours for everybody trying to do things. There are, Nick, a lot of them. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Man, God, you're killing me again. Oh, pecans, Laura, in the sweet potato? That sounds incredible too. Like, these are all the ideas. Like, I'd rather get ideas from you guys about what to cook instead of trying to figure out, okay, am I going to cook the same boring item again? Now, I don't know if anybody would toast their bagel. I would have rather let this cool down, but no excuses. Cook like a champion. And get a sharper knife too. You know what? We're here. Anyways, that's the bagel. I'm gonna toast it. Anyone see the basket? There it is. Found it. The beauty about the air fryer is toasting takes no time at all. No, I don't have my own. I don't have my own baking shop. Thanks for asking, though. No, I don't really use mayo at all. It's very, very rare. I've had that jar. It's probably past the expiry dates. But no, I really try not to. When's this one? That's why I put a teaspoon in there. Oh, there you go. 20. Best of used by 2024 10/28. So that was a month ago. See? Where is it? It's right there. You see that? That's how I don't use it. So I probably bought this a year ago. Oh well. Trust me, I've eaten worse things that could harm me worse than a little best before date on the mail. I can assure you of that. Okay, did I miss any comments while we're getting that toasted up? Oh, look, Bryce, thank you. My goodness, you guys are killing me. Too much kindness. Again, Justice Jane, you guys are killing me with kindness here. What the hell? What the hell? I need someone to come on and say something. No, keep this up. This is great. I love it. This is so much better. You guys, and now on this one, I'm seeing you guys are smashing those reactions, these hearts and everything too. Oh my gosh. Too much fun today. Yummy sweet potato casserole. From All Recipes. Okay. Yeah, I certainly checked them out. So we're gonna say I kind of use some of their stuff. Come on, all these recipes are so similar out there. And everyone says, well, it's my recipe, it's my recipe, and my recipe. Come on. Not my recipe. Let's see how we're doing. Good. Timer off. Let's change our temp down. So low and slow to me on the cheesecake. Seems better, the 325, okay? Timer, 10, 20, 30. Start. So I put it on, the first one, we're 13 minutes at 350. Wow. Mumsy, I agree, we do. If I could send you a bagel, I would. Lem, absolutely. Low and slow, I find on the cheesecake works better. So it was 13 minutes on the first one. That's just because the temp probably came out of the oven. Usually it'd be 10 minutes to start, somewhere in there. But go 10 to 15 minutes at 350, lower the temp down to 3 1/4, and then go 30 minutes. So that way we're in that total time of 43 to 45 minutes, and then we check on it. We give it a little bit of a jiggle test on the cheesecake to see if it's a little jiggly. If it's too jiggly, we go another 5 to 7 minutes at a time. There's Jakey Jake. We were always looking for one of you, but we don't pay attention to those people. Okay, let's check out our bagel needs maybe another 90 seconds. Well done, Lem. I think you should. Cook up anything. Absolutely. Anytime. So there's our salmon concoction waiting. Nice. I didn't test it after I added in there. I can't forget about our guacamole, which I basically just did, and I'm glad I turned around and I saw it. We've got our fudge brownies for those that are rolling in right now. Fudge brownies, chopped up. You can see the chunks of the Reese peanut butter cups right in there. We're going to try not to drop these this time because we celebrated early. Bagels, done, fresh. Lemon crusted cheesecake in there. Let's pull that bagel out. That should be good. Doesn't need to be crunchy. Just wanted a little toasty. Okay. Now, whether you want to have it as a sandwich or you want to do it open face and put spread on both sides, certainly your choice. And I think that's what I'm going to do here too. Instead of putting it as a sandwich, we're going to do both sides. Spread it around nice. There's a caper. We want that in there too. We're eating it all here. We're gonna have a thick bagel. You wouldn't get this at a restaurant, nor would I expect it. They're not going to give you a nice 6-ounce piece of salmon to go on there. Okay, we've got it all. We don't want to waste anything. Press it in. Now we can separate. Put that in there. Done on that one. Got a little bit of cilantro. Yet another spoon. You certainly don't need to add the guacamole on here, but I've got it and I'm doing it. So we're going to come back on later, 4 or 5 hours from now, to do that cheesecake up right way. I could have chopped the last bit of cilantro, but I'm not busting out the knife again. Thanks everybody who stuck around for this live. This has been a long live show. I think we've been going for about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes. We've got all this done. Oh, bacon on top. Wow. Deviled eggs? Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Gladiator, you're right. Mumsy all day. Look at this. So this is what we've got. I'm going to try not to celebrate early again. I don't want to drop them. So I'll, you know what? There, a little security. That's what we've got. Well, I guess after all this cooking and baking today, it's time to step up and try this. Let's see how this one tastes. I don't know if I'll get the guacamole in on this bite, but fresh bagel, fresh whatever the salmon concoction is. Let's try it. Mmm. Boom! Incredible end to a cooking show right there. Yeah, Lem, thank you so much. Nick, thank you. Mumsy, thank you. Laura, thank you. Everybody, thank you so much. There's my big bite right out of there. Whew, look at that. Carrie's, well done. I knew you were out there still doing your crochet. You're one sleeve down, one to go. Is that where we're at right now? That's what we've got right there. This was really, really, we normally take another bite right on the live, but what the heck? Oh my. Okay. That's freaking delicious. I haven't really gotten a bite of guacamole yet either. That's really good. I'm glad we made that. Lem, thank you so much. Look, Bryce, amazing. Carrie's going hard on the crocheting. Lem, thank you. You guys have killed me with kindness for 2 hours. I'm going to try and crouch down again here too. You guys were going nuts in the chat today. This is incredible. A lot of great action in the chat. Nick, amazing. Thank you. That's okay, Carrie's. I know the crocheting. Look at me. When I'm making a bagel, I forget that I have a cheesecake in the oven because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. I get it. That's great, though. I'm glad you're still here. All of you guys. Fantastic job today on the live. So many great comments out there. Like I say, you guys killed me with kindness all day. Oh my gosh, the tuna melt. I could have added some cheese on there too. Darn it. You want to see the bagels? Okay. Oh, now I did celebrate early and I dropped the basket before, but I'll try and hold it this way. So we've got, well, this one's a close to round one. I don't care if they're round or not. Look, there's a sesame. I'm eating an everything right now. There's another everything bagel right there. So that's it. Those are our bagels right there. I almost lost a couple more just putting the tray over there. The live in New York bagels. There you go, Laura. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's, my gosh. This turned out to be a good day. Like, I don't know how my day's supposed to get better with so many people that have been so nice today. Oh, look at this. We're getting interaction here. Some are going to Spain. Some are going to Australia. We've got world travelers. Texas as well, right? You know what? One thing I learned about Texas years ago is you don't mess with Texas. I learned that in the 90s. So that was going back in 1994, 1995, when I was in school. There was a girl there from Texas. And she taught me that. You don't mess with Texas. I think we were, I don't know if I was drunk and something or what. Anyway, she put me in a headlock and a chokehold and I was done. Yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah. Nick, thanks so much. Amazing, thank you. You guys are awesome. Look at all these comments coming through. The Texans that are crazy though, that's okay, because you know what? I love Texas. I'm going to turn this up a little bit on the angle so I don't have to slouch and crouch as much, because that was starting to hurt. It's starting to hurt the neck and the back. I can read these a little bit too. Yeah, amazing. Look at all these great comments. I'm even going to turn off that light. We don't need to stare into that bright light anymore, because we're done cooking right now. But the problem is, you guys want to see what this kitchen looks like right now? You want to see what the kitchen looks like? What I have to clean again? And I'm not complaining, because you know what? No excuses, clean like a champion. But you got to see what we've got here. Everything is bigger in Texas. Yep. But check this out. Check this out. I'll give you a panoramic of what we can do. So we've got to start over there, of course. We've got the bagels, we've got the brownies, and don't tell anybody I'm cheating. I'm using the cherry cheesecake topping filling that's already done. I'm not making my own tonight. So we've obviously got the stoves that we've got to clean, but I don't even want to turn it this way. Look how much stuff. Look how much stuff we have to clean. It's everywhere. Oh my gosh. But again, no excuses. Cook like a champion, clean like a champion. You tell people, and I see some out there, when they say they're complaining about stuff, hey, you want to be a YouTube creator, that's what comes with the job. That's what you got to do. That's a little bit of a mess. Yeah. Let me tell you, before I got that dishwasher and having to wash all this, I was losing my mojo. The cleaning took longer than the cooking, but now the dishwasher's over there, we're good. We're good. Absolutely. Well, we've cooked how many different dishes today? 4? Brownies, bagels, the salmon concoction. Oh, and the cheesecake. See, I forgot the cheesecake in the oven again. Absolutely. Now the dishwasher, it's actually a mobile dishwasher. I've got it right over there. I can show you. There. It's on wheels. So I can actually put that anywhere I need to, which is really great when I need more space. So our cheesecake right now, 20 minutes to go. It's looking good. It's looking good. Laura, I hear you. So I'll finish this. I'll rest a little bit. Clean. Come back on about, it's 20 past. Needs 24. This will be done by 3 o'clock Eastern. It'll cool in the oven on its own for about an hour. 4 o'clock Eastern, 4:30 Eastern. I'll take it out, 5:30 Eastern, in the fridge, 30 to 60 minutes. Probably about 6:30 is when I'll be coming back on Eastern. Yeah, it's fantastic now. I got that thing about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. Yep. Thanks, Laura. Thank you. Yeah. Mumsy, thank you so much. You guys turn on notifications even better. Everyone's smashing all these like buttons and these heart buttons. The chat today was incredible. Different level chat today. Amazing, Mumsy. Amazing. Seeing all these things. Wow. I think it's time we can even take off the apron. My back is aching. That's the only thing I will complain about is the aching back. The back and the neck. I can't put that up there yet because normally when we're done cooking, we'll put it up there. Oh, but I've got something in the oven, so I can't forget about that. I'll let me know where things are at. Laura, thank you. Oh, that's okay, Lem. I appreciate you. You guys hung out here in the afternoon. Oh yeah, that's a true point right there. I love that, how you take it off. Lem, amazing. Thank you. The notifications on as well. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Whew. What a live session. We're still going strong out here. Amazing. Yeah, we took the apron off. Oh, you can turn the hat back around because the cooking is done. Just waiting for the cheesecake. I am going to try. Normally I wouldn't eat the cheesecake because I've eaten enough cheesecake over the last few months especially. But because it was the lactose-free, great value, on sale, Walmart branded cream cheese, I'm going to try it. I gotta taste it so that way I know going forward to make sure never use it again. Oh my goodness, cooking the Indian food, I'd love to. I'd love to. That would be an experience in itself. That's amazing. We had a lot of people. I think I saw it up in the 70s at one point, and the cumulative total, I think, was well over 2,000. Clean like a champion. You got it. You got it. All right, Mumsy, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. You guys are incredible. Been incredible all day. Ethiopian food as well. I've got a good butter chicken. I was going to say I've got a good butter chicken recipe. I stole Gordon Ramsay's butter chicken. I made his curry in a hurry. It's his. I made another turkey. I used his recipe. His garlic butter recipe, his gravy recipe. I used a cranberry sauce recipe from Emerald Lagasse. You know, he says bam, I say boom. Use recipes from wherever you want. Try it. I didn't even see anything from Jakey. I can't see it. You must have seen it, Justice Jane. Ethiopian. I'm going to have another bite of this thing since I'm hungry. That's good. That's really good. Damien, thank you so much. I probably have seeds now in my teeth, but I can feel a big piece of cilantro. Oh well. I left the water back there. Justice Jane was all over it. Loved it. Stepped up. The squad coming out in defense. Amazing. What a big show today. 2-hour show. I think we're about 6 minutes, maybe 6 minutes shy of 2 hours. This live is showing, no, actually we're over 2 hours. 2 hours and 6 minutes right now. Mumsy, thank you. 2 hours and 6 minutes on a live cooking show with all these dishes done. Again, for those wondering and coming through right now, chocolate fudge brownies. Kitty, absolutely. I'll show you the bagels. Those are the fudge brownies with the chunks of peanut butter cup. I did drop these before, so I'll try not to drop them right now. The wire rack, but our bagels are done. Here. Oh no, I just lost some sesame. Apparently I didn't have enough egg wash on there. Everything. Bagels are done. Oh! I almost lost it again. Whew! Nick, thank you. The spicy food all day. Thank you. Yeah, the live is certainly different. We get to see all the screw-ups and all the successes. Yeah, they just keep falling right off. They're just sliding everywhere. This is getting better by the bite right now. Who is it that mentioned the capers? I can't remember now. I've seen so many comments come through. Oh my. Mumsy, was it you or Lem? I can't remember who it was that mentioned the capers, but good that we added them in. Good that we found them in the fridge. Yeah, the bagels they were being stubborn, but we got through it. These are the capers. I'm glad we got to use some. Best before 2026. We still have time. That's good. That's good. We did a good concoction there. That cheesecake. Apparently 13 minutes left on the timer before we're going to check on it. Yeah, absolutely, the bagel. Yeah, Nick, it was you, Nick. Okay, there you go, the capers. Great call on the capers. Take a bite now. I know Nick said get the capers in there. Good part is I've got another, 2 pieces of salmon in there. Certainly add this again and do it again. Kitty Flip, thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's incredible. Love it. Love it. That's awesome. Whew. I hope everybody else is having a great Saturday. Over here so far, we've had a pretty good Saturday. Actually, I'll say it's a great Saturday because we had all that kindness. Everyone being so kind and happy. I'll start putting a few of these items away. Everyone was so kind to me today. And I know when I watch people, oh, quesadillas, yeah, oh, baby. When I'm watching creators out there, whether it's alive or not, And I see some creators, I'm not knocking them, I'd be actually giving them some, what I think is sage advice. They spend too much time interacting with the people that are giving them negative comments. That's what I find anyways. And if people are putting good comments out there, I think it's better to interact with the people that are putting out the good comments and the happy ones, as opposed to giving any sort of time or acknowledgement to the nasty ones. That's how I feel. Quesadillas, this guac, yeah. Yeah, 5:30 a.m. Sunday in Australia, yeah. You're already a day ahead of me. So in Australia, my cheesecake should be ready already. You got it, Nick. You got it. I'm with you. I've got to close it. I took a header off this thing right here. This one, I was down on a low cabinet. I came up with full force, took that cabinet right on the top of the head. I mean, at least that's what they told me would happen when I woke up. I'm kidding. I didn't go right out. Yeah, Damien, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, from Tennessee? I love Tennessee too. I'm here. That's the first Tennessee I've seen. I've got a really great friend out in Tennessee. He owns quite a few restaurants out there. And he is in, well, I don't know exactly which town he lives in. And he's got, I think, 4 locations in Tennessee. TJ Mulligan's in Tennessee. TJ Mulligan's. Justice Jane, you ever heard of that? Mumsy, that's amazing. I keep taking bites of this because it's so good. Normally, like if I wasn't on a live, I would have taken all those down by now. I don't think so. Any others from Spain? I don't think so. Massachusetts as well. Amazing. We're all over. Yeah, I'm trying to think of others from Spain. Maybe one, maybe. That's really good stuff. That everything bagel seasoning, though, is, I find extremely salty. Extremely salty. So that's something to be aware of, using that going forward. Where is that? Wow, yeah, look at all that sodium in just a 1/4 teaspoon. There's a lot of salt in this one. Really, really, it's almost overpowering. But the bagel tastes good. That's a world traveler, Len. I'm in Canada. I'm Canadian, eh? I lived a while in Vegas, too, with that pandemic that was going on. I left Canada because they locked us down again back in the day, and I didn't want any part of it. Whoops, I don't know what I just did there. Some sort of AI stuff. So I went to Vegas. I was going to stay there for a few weeks until the lockdown ended. I got sick, so I wasn't able to travel. I ended up staying in Vegas for about 3 months. Luckily, I knew the town really well. But yeah, lived in Vegas a while, Florida as well. Yeah, the shout out to Canada. Yeah, we had some world travelers out here. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Whew. How's the battery power? Oh, the battery power is it's holding up, but it's dwindling. Canadians, you know, everyone tries, eh? Whenever they can, they try. They try to be nice. How's our cheesecake? We're almost there, so we'll check it out. The timer's showing 8 minutes. It's getting there though. It's getting there. The nice warm steam bath. Hudson and Rex in St. John's, eh? Hudson and Rex. I don't think I've ever seen it. It will be new for me to see that. Cheesecake is close. It's close. So everyone's had a great Saturday. Some are already into Sunday, which is incredible. The coolest country that everyone's been to, that's a great question right there. See what types of answers come up for that. Yeah, Australia, yeah. It seems like they're run similar, Canada and Australia. Yeah, I know you guys have some stuff going on there now as well. I think they just passed a law for you guys too with social media, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Now, Canada is certainly trying still to be nice people. Oh yeah, Indonesia too. That would be a nice one. I've never been. I've never been. Let's get this guacamole in the fridge. I am going to add a little bit more on top. A little bit more. Whew. In the fridge it goes. Wrap it up. Protect it from the air. Okay, if we can wait it out, that cheesecake is coming along. Getting there. Dubai, yeah, that'll be another one. Yep, a lot of different countries have great things. Absolutely. Everyone's got their own uniqueness. Absolutely. Whoops. I did that. I scrolled by mistake again. I hit the wrong button and I exited out. The technology in me, I don't know. There we go. This one. That's what we're looking for. And I got to turn it on again. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Good. We're rocking. Yep. Bye. I'm going to take another massive bite of this thing because I'm hungry. I wipe my face off camera. I want to open that oven up and check it out, but it's important not to disturb it. It's getting there. We're close. Whew. All right, we're going to leave the chat run for a few more minutes here. And I'm not going to lie, Uncle's got to sit down soon. My dad's the same way with avocados. Yep. He just can't do it. Yep, it's I have no issues eating on camera. I've taken down some fair amounts of food on camera before. Yep. Yeah, avocados acquired taste for some, which is okay. So about like I say, about 3-4 hours from now, probably gonna come back on live again to see how we finish off this cheesecake. I've got the, like I said, so don't tell anybody today. That's what I'm using today. I've used this like 3 times in the past, and not too often. I make my own, but cherries aren't in season. Didn't want to use frozen cherries, and as I'm speaking, I hear myself. I'm using excuses. Bake like a champion. Cheat. If you have to take the easy way out, use this one. That's what it's there for. Now it's got a hell of a lot of ingredients in it, I think. Instead of just some cherries and sugar and lemon. Cherries, water, sugar, cornstarch, citric acid, allure of red. So that means some food coloring. We need food coloring in there for. Yeah, I'm squinting now, trying to see that far. And then for those that weren't here earlier, that's what our cheesecake crust is with today. The lemon Oreo crusted cheesecake. E.D. Smith cheesecake cherry topping. Cheesecake recipe with lactose-free, great value, no-name, on-sale Walmart branded cream cheese, which had some sort of specks of something in there. So we'll see how this one turns out. Cherries, apples, peaches, blueberries. Now this stuff is good. Don't get me wrong. This is really good stuff. We have 1 can. We're going to use it all. Maybe put some of those brownies, or we've got some Oreos, and make the sweet cream on top as well. We'll see. The devil's heart. There you go. No. Yeah, lemon Oreos again. Sleep eating. They could taste good because I'm not going to lie. I used to have 2 bags of these. Now there's only 1 for the cake. They're really good. All right, thanks, Nick. Appreciate all you did today. Capers especially. Yep. There you go. There you go. I'm waiting for this timer to go off, the beeper. 2 minutes to go. check out the cheesecake where it's at, and then see if we need another 5 or 7 or 10 minutes. We'll see. But this has been a long live session. We went, looks like now 2 hours and 18 minutes with all items. So for those joining us right here, I'll show you again. I don't want to drop these now. We've got our, these were the chocolate fudge brownies with chunks, hopefully you can see those in there, of Reese's peanut butter cups. So it's chocolate fudge and peanut butter brownies. We're going to wrap those up better later and deliver them. We've got the remaining bagels right here. Lighting isn't as great. We've got everything bagel there, sesame seed bagel over here. I dropped a couple on the floor as well. It happens. And then in the oven right now, we just heard the beeper. It's got about 90 seconds left. Lemon Oreo crusted cheesecake with, again, great value, no name, on sale, lactose-free, Walmart branded cream cheese. Don't know how it's going to taste. And then from there, we use those fresh bagels with salmon, capers, red onion, chopped cilantro, lemon, lime, salt, pepper, a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of mayo, fresh homemade guacamole on top. Did I say capers? I can't even remember if I said it, and I would have just said it. Let's see where we're at. Let's move this so we can get that cheesecake view right now. We've got to check it out. See what we've got coming here. Let's see what we can make happen. Okay. Timer off. Woo! There's a hot one. I'm gonna move this up to the top level, and I'm gonna bring you over so you can see it. You guys have been with me the whole time. You've got to be able to see. You've got to be able to see the final product here of what it's looking like before it has cooling time. So hopefully now, I'll tilt you down a little bit so you can see right in the oven with me, and then hopefully that phone doesn't fall off the tripod and into the oven and smash and melt. Let's pull this out carefully. Just remember, there's water in there. Let's get another, I need another towel. Use this one. So just gentle, I don't want to touch it. See, as soon as I touched it, I knew it. You don't want to, don't want to touch it. How am I going to do this without burning myself? Jiggle test. No, see how it's a little too jiggly still? See that? There's still too much jiggle. You guys can see that? We want a little jiggle, but not too much jiggle. So it's going to go back in. But we've got to be careful because we don't want to get the cracks. So I'm going to set the timer. It looks like that's a 7-minute. So I'll leave that go. I'll leave that go for the full 7 minutes and then check on it again after that. Turn that back up real quick. Real quick. So that's it, guys. Okay. We'll call it quits right there. Everybody, thanks so much for joining, for everything you've done. Oh, that's okay. Thank you, guys. Everybody. Thanks, everybody who's been here. A lot of you have been here for the full 2 hours plus of the show, which was fantastic. So you've already liked, you've already commented, you've already done all that fun stuff. Amazing. Guys, thank you. I hope all of you have amazing days today. Thank you for being so kind. Everybody's been so nice today, so happy, throwing out the kindness, throwing out the likes and the comments, being so nice. Absolutely incredible and refreshing. So thanks, everybody. From me to you. Boom! We'll be back later, but right now, thank you. Boom. Okay, we're going to log out. I'll give it 30 seconds before I log out so everyone's just saying goodbye to everybody and each other. Amazing, amazing. Thank you. Lem, Mumsy, thank you. Nick, everybody. Trying to scroll here. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Devil's Heart. Everybody, thank you. I know Laura was out there before. Criers was out before. Thank you. She might still be crocheting out there. Amazing. Okay, good night, good day. How did Jim Carrey say it? In case I don't see you later, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. All right, boom, everybody, boom. Keep them coming. You guys, incredible, incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing, amazing work today, everybody. Amazing. Spectacular day on the live with everybody today. All the interaction is just incredible. You got it. Lem. I'm glad someone got that reference right there. I throw out movie references and quotes all the time. So I'm glad you got that. Thank you so much, Mumsy. Thank you. Everybody who's scrolling through on the live now, there's more people that are coming in. I'm supposed to sign off right there. We've been going 2.5 hours pretty much. 2 hours, 25 minutes right now. Yeah, the Truman Show, absolutely. Everyone knows that one. My gosh. Whew. Long cooking show. Maybe if I had a camera higher on a tripod, I wouldn't have to be like this all the time, or I'm getting a neck pain from back pain. Yeah. All right, thanks, Lem. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. There are more thumbs up from the devil's heart. Love it. Love it. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to try. Should I try and sign off now? I think we'll try and sign off right there. We'll call it a show right there. We'll call it a show right there. Okay, Mumsy, you too. Thank you, everyone. It's always like somebody's got to hang up first, right on the conversation. All right, Mumsy, later. Thank you. Huge live session. Huge live session. Thousands of people came through. A lot of people were through on this live today, sticking around the whole time, and I appreciate that, guys. Amazing. All right, Lem. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Lactose-free cheesecake. You got. Okay, I'll put the exit button on there. I'll do it for everybody. I'm going to do the exit button right now, okay? Everybody, till next time. Boom. 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 Oh, it hurts to push end, but I have to do it.